My mom is actually one of my biggest critics. She told me, "Well, how come you couldn't just go get a stable job? You're a very smart guy. You can probably land a six-figure job easily and stay there and retire happily ever after."
One of the things that I saw here that I wanted to ask you on, I'm curious about, you said mental health was something that you like to talk about. Can you speak to that a little bit? What is it about mental health that you like to speak on, and why is that important to you?
Well, because sometimes the dreams that you have and you want to turn into reality, people think it's silly. My mom is actually one of my biggest critics. She told me, "Well, how come you couldn't just go get a stable job? You're a very smart guy. You can probably land a six-figure job easily and stay there and retire happily ever after." I told her that's not the life I want. And I only tried the stable job version for over 8 years. I don't want to have regrets later on in my life. My dream for creating board game or speaking on stages worldwide or performing whatever, it could seem crazy. Like you guys mentioned earlier. Like, wow, is this a joke? Well, it depends on how you measure yourself. Because if you measure yourself with the traditional standard of having to hit every pitch right for music, then yeah, of course, I don't qualify. So I understand why I earned those one-star reviews from my critics. But maybe if you change the way you look at the situation, and it's like, okay, well, I'm in entertainment. My goal is to bring joy to people through entertainment. It doesn't matter if I can measure up to that high standard of music. Maybe the other, I'm always keeping it real. Maybe the other side, the flip side is that I don't, I did take some singing lessons afterwards because I also don't want to sound so bad that people have to cover up their ears and run away. So that's how I go about it. And then I'm sharing this one is because maybe if you're stuck and you feel like you couldn't move forward or you want to give up, maybe try to measure your success using a different lens, using a different bar or metric.
That's a nugget right there. Yeah, I love the idea of kind of flipping the frame, right, of what does success mean, and we're so preconditioned to think that success is a certain thing because it's just constantly promoted. At this point, it's just unconscious, right? We don't even know why we want things, right? We just want we want them because that's what everyone told us we should want. And so really deciding, I'm going to define success for myself,
Yeah.
right? And something else that you said that struck a chord for me was like, well, why don't you go get a stable job? Like you can you're so smart, William,
Yeah.
my little William, I want you to go get a stable job and a six-figure career and sit in your cubicle. And you easily could do those things. You're obviously smart enough to do it. But that's not the life that you wanted to live.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's just so many times when we follow this sort of conventional advice, it doesn't get us what we want. And now we've just wasted 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Yes.
And I imagine there's somebody who's, around our same age who took that conventional advice and, hey, maybe they're actually really successful by a lot of standards, but they aren't fulfilled. Their life wasn't an adventure.
Yeah.
And so, another message to you, if you are that person, is it's never too late, right? It's like jump in now and act now and start making your life an adventure. Because it's a little bit more volatile, but you know what? It's what do you want your life to be? Just only safe all the time? No, you should have a little skin in the game. So